Hello, superhero teachers. I wonder if you know what a difference you make to the children with whom you work. You probably will never know, because how do we measure that kind of thing anyway? But believe me, you do. In my last video, I invited you to examine your own value systems. Even if you didn't do the exercise to establish your set of values, at least you have hopefully become more aware of how values influence the choices that we make and the ways that we behave, both in and out of the classroom. Being aware of our values when we respond to questions or answers is a little like having a personal guardian angel on our shoulders, because we begin to understand our behavior and can even make changes if necessary. For example, if you know that one of your values is service, you could end up spending too much of your time taking care of others and not really giving yourself any attention or the necessary space to rest and recharge. You might find that you constantly feel tired and without energy. When you become aware that you behave in this way because you value serving others, you can begin to make wiser decisions about how you do that without allowing your own energy to be depleted. We can make choices about our values, and although these choices may take a little effort, they are well worth it in the long run. Remember that I told you I had a challenge for you? Well, here it is. Please take this very seriously. Whatever your core value is, I would like to invite you to set it aside for the next 2 weeks and to consciously, carefully make the choice of self-respect as your core value. Consciously, carefully make that choice. What does self-respect mean? The Oxford Dictionary defines self-respect as a pride and confidence in oneself, a feeling that one is behaving with honor and dignity. Interpreted, this means that we should know who we are and enjoy being that, value it, and be proud of it. We should each be aware of our individual characteristics and be able to accept that we affect every life that we come into contact with. It means treating ourselves with attention and taking care of ourselves. It means that we protect ourselves from things and people that harm us. It means not allowing others to treat us badly or take advantage of us. It means acting in worthy ways. Having self-respect also means that we treat others in ways that we would like to be treated, because we respect their own individuality too. It means that we never say things that we don't mean. It means that we apologize without adding the but that excuses our behavior. We say sorry. We never say sorry, but it means that we embrace dignity, both in our own lives and in the lives of others. Years ago, I read a question in a book that really made a huge impact on my life. The question was, how do we know if something is good or evil? The answer was, ask yourself what would happen if everyone in the world did it. That is very profound for me. Imagine how our schools would change if all teachers took on the core value of self-respect and taught this to their learners. Just really stop for a moment and think about that. In my own work, I tried to teach my students to take on this value, and some of them went through life-changing experiences. They began to dress differently and behave differently because they came to see themselves as individuals who were worth something. We can teach this to very young children. We can teach this to our colleagues. But first, and most importantly, we need to teach it to ourselves. Think about the work that you do. Think about the commitment that you show to that work. At this stage of the pandemic, most people think that things have returned to normal at schools, but we know this is far from the truth. And you cope with this on a daily basis. You adapt to the changes. You take on the adapted curriculum. You assess accordingly. And more than anything else, you care for the children. This person is worthy of respect. This person should be filled with self-respect. So I'm directly challenging you to take on self-respect as a core value. Live with it consciously. Practice it on a daily basis. Let it govern your choices and your behavior. You are so worth it. Now you know what I mean when I say take care of yourselves. And please stay safe. I'll see you again.